and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Facing the court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we believe in treating every person with respect, compassion, and understanding. When legal troubles are keeping you up, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. To learn more, call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hello?
Jan, it's Kay. Are you and Rich free for dinner tonight? I'm making pizza.
Sounds great. What time?
6 p.m.?
Sorry, can't do it. Wheel of Fortune is on and Rich won't miss it.
You're kidding.
Nope. He's seen every episode since 1975. He won't budge.
Listen, tell him if he comes, we'll buy him a bunch of Wheel of Fortune scratch tickets from the Nebraska Lottery.
Won't work. He has to see the show.
That's just it. Until July 30th, if Rich enters any non-winning $5 Wheel of Fortune scratch ticket online, he could win the ultimate fan trip to Los Angeles, including airfare and accommodations. He'll also win tickets to a live taping of Wheel of Fortune and get to spin the big wheel to win at least $2,000.
That might work. Could you do just one other thing?
Sure. What?
Could you write free spin and pepperoni on every other slice of pizza?
Why don't you just come at 7?
Wheel of Fortune top prize odds, 1 in 112,000.
The Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network is live. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation post-match show, brought to you by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Spectacular, exceptional, brilliant, wonderful, super
Novas. And nobody's leaving. The fans are still here cheering.
The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship has just been won by the Omaha Supernovas, and they won it in impressive fashion, 3-0. Great effort. And of course, Kendall White, being the party starter that she is, she's got the championship. She's got the championship tag right all in front of us.
What?
Like, we gonna go with you. We gonna go with you. We gonna go with you. That is what the get down is. DP, Coach Renee Saunders. Want to thank our sponsors for getting us through this and allowing us to bring this to
that was
you.
Awesome.
Spalding, Franklin, Aryan Athletics, Girl Talk, CHI Health Center, First National Bank of Omaha, Coca-Cola, Baxter, CHI Health, Quality Banks, brands of Omaha, and again, specifically Franklin. Together, Franklin Sports and Pro Volleyball Federation are shaking up the sport. Franklin is the exclusive ball of Pro Volleyball Federation and the ultimate volleyball for world class and you. Use PVF30 to get 30% off your Real Pro Volleyball today at franklinsports.com. Also, here's the thing. Once again, 10,000 plus show up for a league that didn't exist, a team that didn't exist, personalities and coaches that didn't exist. Coach Renee Saunders, what's the highlight for you for what just happened here in Omaha?
I don't know if it's a matter of it being a highlight, as it's just like, I can't believe it just happened. It's more like surreal. Is that the right word I'm looking for?
Hey,
to be alongside of it.
Pause for a second. Hey, Rico, go grab 3 shirts because there's no way we're getting out of here.
Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, she's right there with the box. Listen. Just say what happens, Coach. Listen.
We deserve a shirt.
That months ago,
We
we said in the discussion about what this could be. This bypassed every standard we set. This league and federation bypass. Is that not a statement of truth or not?
Just watching it grow as the season went on. Like, think about it. We did the very first match, and now we've done the very last match. And to see the Supernovas, go through a whole season, ups, downs, all the feelings in between, the trials and tribulations, and to see the support Omaha gives them, and to see that this really, like, they did it, right? Not just Omaha did it, but like the league did it. And it's a really cool feeling, and I'm glad we got to sit courtside for the whole thing.
And I want to tell you how complete and how absolute it was. That we were told before the match by Grand Rapids that win or lose, they are making themselves available and accessible. This has been an exceptional ride. They're proud to be here. They're proud to be a part of it. And to understand that the Supernova, that Omaha has a champion.
Yeah.
That's a champion in a thing that exists. Each of the players, of course, Jen Spiker is now addressing CEO of the Pro Volleyball Federation. She's addressing this crowd, and the crowd will stand and applaud, and we will be here through all of this. Rico, I want to bring you in as well, because in this process, as Coach just said, we broadcast game one.
Yeah.
And we broadcast the last one. And we've seen this thing from its birth to this. They say, don't tell me about the labor, show me the baby.
Yep.
But we know the labor because we've seen what all of these teams have gone through, what these fan bases have gone through. What does it mean to you to sit here today?
Well, to be a kid from Omaha, to have grown up here, and to see a professional sport here in my home city, and to be a very small part of it, means everything. Like, this city it's becoming its own little sports town where it hosts championships. The College World Series, multiple Final Fours for college women's volleyball, Olympic swim trials. Like, Omaha has been a host to multiple championships in multiple sports, but now Omaha is a host and home.
MVP Sydney Hilly,
$10,000.
That's awesome.
Hey, we just said, they were asked, who do you want?
Sydney Hilly.
Sydney. Yeah, it's got to be Sydney. So the MVP of the championships is Omaha Sydney Hilly, and we have to point out that when this Final Four started, Sydney Hilly was on the bench. She was not a starter for the final. Came off the bench, and the Supernovas just received a big check. And when I mean a big check, I don't just mean by size.
7 digits.
7 digits. There's $1 million check just handed over to the Omaha Supernovas.
Oh, look at that
And
trophy.
that trophy's
That
sweet.
trophy is spectacular. And listen to that. Listen through all of it. That what just happened here, through all of it, is exceptional for women's sports, for volleyball. Coach, as a 9 times consecutive state champion coach for women's volleyball in this state, it has got to just set you on fire.
I'm pretty happy right now.
Right? Like this.
Like, I have like a little, like, I feel like, well, I don't know the right word for it. I don't know how to, I'm not good with like paraphrasing or like describing putting my emotions into words, but this is pretty freaking cool.
Through all of it, right? That everybody contributed to get a sweep and a championship in a one and done shows that you had a plan, you executed it, and delivered. I mean, Coach Bird didn't have to go far down the bench. She called one name outside of the starters, and they did their thing and did their work. But I also want to shout out Grand Rapids. We saw Grand Rapids early. We saw them against the Supernovas. And quite frankly, I'd say this. If they were playing anybody in this tournament except for the Supernovas, they'd be holding that trophy and that check. Is that not a fair statement?
Well, the Supernovas, came to play. This team was built early in the season to win a championship. The players were chosen to win a championship, And I wouldn't say, they say process and like success is not a straight line. This team is the epitome of success not being a straight line. From different players coming in different times, taking some losses, getting some big wins, and working our way through the course of the season. They got it done, and I think that, they've proven to the league that there is a need and a want for women's professional volleyball in the United States.
So through all of this, right, that to go through the process, and as coaches and players, you like to talk about trusting the process. I think we now have some idea about what this currently is, and now we get to start to imagine what it can be, because Atlanta is a talented team. They are now hungry. San Diego grew, developed, improved. They are going to stalk that trophy. Las Vegas, Orlando, they were watching. They're what? Columbus, we talked to Raynell Jones yesterday. Look, their roster is going to be as good as anybody's next year. And then you're going to add 3 more franchises to this thing. How good can this be next year?
Oh, it's going to be great. And, there's a chance maybe we get 2 more teams. You have a dozen. But right now, it's going to be getting these players signing with the league. And then once they get to their, then the draft or the lottery or however they decide to pick them, we'll know who our team is next year. But I know that wheels are in motion already, and Omaha is going to want to defend their title, and Atlanta is going to want revenge. And the new teams are going to want a little bit too. It's one of those things that this is really, really cool. And it's an honor to win the first one, but there's going to be some hungry teams next year.
Isn't that just how you see? This is how you know it's a state champion. This is a state champion coach over here, because a championship won 8 minutes ago, and she is already.
She's like, all right, so next year,
so
this
next
is what
year,
you got to do. All right, it's like,
sorry,
congratulations.
It's how I work.
She said, congratulations, celebrate for 5 minutes. Let's get to work.
Usually I give it a night.
Right now, it's too long. They've celebrated for too long.
They have. Let's move on, guys.
All right, you did. All right, you won it.
We
all
got to
right?
start planning. We got to start planning for next year now.
She said you got your hats, your shirts, your trophy, and your check. Let's go.
If it wasn't,
I just want a shirt. That's all I want.
yeah, I'm looking around. I'm going, wait a minute. Like, we're kind of anchored here. We're tethered here. We have work to do. They're celebrating, and yeah, we're going to bring to you several players. Hopefully, we get to talk to Sydney Hilly. Hopefully, we get to talk to. I know we'll get Coach Bird at some point in this thing. We'll try Tori Dixon. There's any. We'll get maybe Kayla Caffey from the Rise. Claire Chaussee. Lots to talk about. But through all of this, and we'll go to a break here real quick because I want to reset. But what's happened here today was bigger than the score. The score matters. But what happened today in Omaha, Nebraska was bigger than the score. That Women's Pro Volleyball and Pro Volleyball Federation achieved a thing in such high form today. It will be celebrated by the Supernovas as its champion in its inaugural year. And we will talk about it for as long as the people who played the game want to talk. We're going to be here on the Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network, powered by the Ticket FM.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. RC's Boxing Production is proud to present the new prospects at the Complex. Come enjoy a show of Lincoln's best professional and amateur boxers on Saturday, May 25th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. You won't want to miss this event. It's the new prospects at the Complex on Saturday, May 25th at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, right off of Cornhusker Highway.
The Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network is live. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation post-match show, brought to you by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Courtside at CHI Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska, and the celebration is in full. That in the inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation, Omaha, Nebraska has a champion, and its name is the Omaha Supernovas. They come from 2 sets down in the semifinal. Reverse sweep, find some answers in that. And then tonight they showed up facing a team that the last time they faced Grand Rapids, which was just last Sunday, Grand Rapids looked pretty impressive in playing against the Supernovas, getting a win, their first win against the Supernovas this season. But tonight, the grand vision of this staff and its roster, it's pretty impressive to just say how impressive it was that they got here. And it's not that they just did a thing. That every player that played tonight is a hero, is a pioneer. Every single player that played in the Federation this season is a hero. They're an icon. They get to be a part of the very first one. Oh, we got a championship coach running herself, and that smile says everything.
Yeah, like
mission accomplished.
Yep, this is what the goal was from day one.
Mission accomplished. Coach, I was just saying that every player who played tonight, every player who played tonight, go ahead.
Yep. I'm going to take a picture for them.
Go ahead and do that. Every player that played tonight, that played this year, no matter what the final result was. And here's the thing. Only Omaha gets to end their season on a win. It's them in Orlando. But the reality is the Supernovas can leave tonight happy, but everybody has to be proud of themselves. Every single player, every coach who participated in this federation this season is a pioneer, eternally planting a seed that will long last way beyond what it was today. It's pretty cool to have happen. Coach Saunders, it's the thing, right? That all of these players are heroes.
100%.
Everything, and I know that it's tough to figure out how to feel good about yourself after losing a championship. But if I'm Grand Rapids, I want to hug them all and say thank you. I want to say congratulations. I want to say job well done. Am I fair in that thinking?
Well, yeah, I think you thank every single person who played a part in this season. Because if it weren't for the Atlantas, the San Diegos, the Las Vegas, the Grand Rapids, the Columbus, and the Orlandos, and the Omahas, you don't have a league. So we had 7 ownership groups that took a chance on women's volleyball in the United States, and I think it was worth it. It was worth the risk, learning along the way, but every single one of these teams and players were ambassadors for the sport. and trailblazers for hopefully a bunch of young people that'll potentially have this opportunity later on in their lives.
I want to talk about how many Grand Rapids fans are here. I want to talk about how many Atlanta fans are still here. I want to talk about how many Mojo fans we saw yesterday at FanFest that this league has reached. Its tentacles have reached the fan base. It's reached those cities and communities. And, yeah, they built some new fans. There's some young ladies who are watching this today who can start to plan, you know what? Maybe I'm going to play in that one day. Maybe I'm going to get to play in that one day. So it is spectacular. We're going to let me give the proper introduction because for the amount of effort and things that have gone through, the proper introduction for this young lady is
I got her on mine.
Pro Volleyball Federation champion, Tori Dixon. Tori Dixon, the champ is here. Tori, please give us some of what you're feeling right now to be a big part of this thing.
No, I'm just so proud of our team. We've been fighting like crazy all season, and just to come away with a win, like the state of Nebraska deserves this. We deserve it. We've been working our butts off all season, and we're just so happy right now.
We're talking about this, that you're forever a pioneer now.
Ooh,
right?
I like that.
Right, that the standard. Listen, you're hero now to a nation of young women who watched this today, who watched you Wednesday, who watched through this season when they didn't even know what it was going to be.
Right.
And they fell in love with you. They fell in love with the game. They fell in love with these teams, style of play. Iconic is how you define that.
Yeah, no, it's been great. We can definitely feel the support all season, and to be that person for little girls everywhere, for the fans, for all the supporters that we've been getting all season. It's just such a good feeling and like full circle moment because we also didn't know what this was going to be. And so just, I don't know, everyone took a risk. Investors took a risk. Fans took a risk to support us and everything. And it just really, really all came together.
We talked to Raynell Jones yesterday, and she talked about you in full, about being a hero to her. And she said, the problem is, because I asked her who was the toughest player to play against, she said, quickly, Tori Dixon. Because I don't know how to hit against her. Like, there's nothing you can do. To know that you have that impact and that much influence on the best players in the world. Tori, well done.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. I met her, when was the banquet thing? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Day before yesterday, and she was awesome. She aged me a little bit. She's like, I grew up watching you. I'm like, oh, don't say that. But no, it's really, really cool to be a part of this league, to be a part of this team, and just really happy.
Tori, you guys were dialed in.
Yeah.
Like first set, I think it's a mix of two things, and you tell me if I'm wrong or right. But number one, you had a little bit of bitterness for the loss in Grand Rapids. And number two, did you feel a little invincible after your comeback against San Diego?
A little bit. We also just knew we wanted to take care of business today. We were all like, from the moment we were in scouting earlier this morning to serve and pass and everything, we just all were very, very locked in, like very crystal clear with our communication. We just knew that, hey, we want to take care of business today. And if it's in 3, great. If it's in 5 sets, we're ready for the long fight too. So we were just really, really prepped from start to finish.
Yeah, absolutely dialed in from like point 1 to point 25 of set 3.
Yeah.
Like you're blocking at the net. You're like every move, you guys just look totally in sync. And it was cool to see a whole season come to fruition with one phenomenal performance.
Yeah, it was awesome. And yeah, everyone was really locked in. Grand Rapids is a really good team, and we just knew they were going to bring it to us. They weren't just going to give it to us. So we knew we had to go out and earn it and fight through the very end.
Tori, let me ask this thing, and it's just between us. Okay. Did you grab the check at all?
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I got the selfie. I saw Jason. I said, Mr. Derulo, thank you. And took pictures with that, took some net home. I'm going crazy. I don't care.
And then to hoist the trophy after all of this, it's got to be special.
Yeah, no, it was really special. It was just a full team moment. Everyone worked so hard for us, from Sydney and Betty all the way down to our practice squad to support staff. Everyone has been awesome. So, yeah, definitely like a team win and team championship.
Coach?
I'm just dumbfounded by like just how this whole season has gone and like how every player has like made an impact, correct? Like every player's made an impact at some point of the season. And to see like you guys holding the trophy and smiling and like I'm smiling and I'm just like, it's been an honor to be there's a small part of this journey along with you guys. So
Yeah, we've been saying
thanks for letting us tag along with you.
19 strong, and that definitely showed all season. So we're excited.
Go awesome. Celebrate.
Thank you.
Go crazy, champ. There's the champ, Tori Dixon. They've got to go take some pictures and go do championship stuff. We'll throw the break. We'll come back to Omaha, Airs and Irons. We'll be right back on the Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network.
If you're looking for a pre-owned tractor to upgrade your operation this year, you'll find a wide selection at your local Landmark Implement. We'll work with you to find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. During the month of May, get financing as low as 3.9% for up to 72 months on model year 21 through 23 wheeled 8R tractors. Visit landmarkimp.com to see our complete inventory or stop by your local Landmark location and experience the Landmark difference.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
I'm Ryan Osted. Golf is great because it can be whatever you want it to be. If you want to go out and have a competitive 18 holes, you can make it that. If you want to go out and have a scramble and just have the time of your life, if you want to have a charity golf tournament to raise money for some great cause, you can make it that. It is flexible to be whatever you need it to be at that particular moment in your life. And I've needed golf to be different things at different points in my life. And I'm certainly thankful that I was able to learn the game as a kid and continue to play it now as an adult.
Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
High schoolers, unleash your creativity and learn about potential careers in broadcasting at the Digital Expressions Media Camp. Have fun, make friends, and get hands-on experience with video and radio production June 9th through the 14th at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Scholarships are available from the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, and spots are limited. Learn more at digitalexpressionscamp.com. That's digitalexpressionscamp.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network is live. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation post-match show, brought to you by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Welcome back. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship. And I've said this all season long, and I've said it today. Today was so much bigger than the score. It had so much more value, intrinsic value to the core of who we are and who we say we are. But this thing allows us to show that we are actually rooting for people, good people, for good things for everybody. And it's the honor and pleasure to be joined by head coach Kathy George. And Coach, first of all, Coach Saunders and I have had several conversations about you in private. Publicly, let me say, what an absolute honor it is to watch you do what you've done in your career for the number of people that you've done it for. You are a pioneer, an icon. You have planted seeds that you're never going to see the fruit for. Coach, you are a legend. Congratulations on a great career and an incredible season to be a part of this and to create this thing that you've created.
Thank you so much. It really means a lot. And, it's been a great career. I've been doing this for a very long time and met some great people along the way and just that have built into me and helped me. And, I hope I have built into other people too, because that's really what it's about. It's about it's about that interaction and that growth and that strength that you're trying to empower your women with and give them opportunities like this to flourish and to shine.
To not know what this was going to be months ago.
Yeah.
And if we had just taken a snapshot and said, hey, coach, this is what the last Saturday of this season is going to be like, right? To say,
I might have envisioned it different.
right? To think that.
So I don't think I would have had to go this way. But
to have
But
over
you're here.
10,000 plus
Yes. Yeah.
show up and cheer like crazy and be in full to
Yeah.
what you've done, this will never be the same again.
Yeah, no, it'll never be the first, will it?
Right.
And so it's going to be, it's just absolutely amazing. And the way that everybody went about, everybody went to put this whole thing together, it was amazing. Because really, I mean, the little details, see, I'm so big on those things, all the things that make it super special for the players that were here, everything that made it for the fans and the environment, the whole community, really, to make this happen. It's a lot of work. And a lot of people go unnoticed for what they've done and how they've gone about their work to make this an excellent and a wonderful atmosphere.
I'm going to get out of the way because I know Coach Saunders has like 38
Yeah, she does.
questions.
I don't have a lot of questions. I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, as a young coach, I've always looked up to Coach George. So it's one of those things where, like, to actually sit at a table with her and have conversation and talk to her on the phone, and I could just talk volleyball the entire time. And the first thing he said when he came over here, obviously you're upset, but you kind of came up against a juggernaut.
Yeah, we did.
They
played well.
They were dialed in. It's that anomaly that when you face defeat, Texas did it against Tennessee, where they were down 0-2, comes back, and then they tear through the NCAA tournament. In the Final Four against Wisconsin and Nebraska. I just had that gut feeling that was the Supernova feel. And whoever was on the other side, it wasn't going to matter. Correct.
Well, they're serving. They came out like bullets at with their serving game, and we really did lose the serve and pass game. We actually pulled off of the way we were serving, and you can't do that. You've got to keep going for it, especially at those moments. And man, they came at us with it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's what you want them to do, right? You want your team
yeah.
to be the most aggressive team in the last game of the year.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Novas could jump and kind of get you reeling a little bit, gave them the advantage. But your team fought back. Like second set.
Yeah.
Had them on the ropes. Third set had them on the ropes. And then, unfortunately, like you said, you tried to get a sub in, couldn't hear it because
my assistant couldn't hear me.
Okay.
So it was like, and he's the one that has to push the button, and you have to do it in so many seconds. And it was loud. I mean, this atmosphere was loud, and there was nobody hearing me. I was screaming back to the player. Nobody could hear me the entire time. And so then we lose a point at a pivotal time. And that's
how much time do you have to hit the substitution button?
6 seconds.
Okay. So
so it's like I was like saying it, but thinking people were hearing me.
So it wasn't a serve clock issue. It was the button on the iPad.
Well, she blew. The people couldn't hear it to push the button.
Okay.
So then she blew the whistle, and then of course you had the serve. Then you had the serve clock as well. It just kind of it all came together. So then Kayla had to run back as fast as she could, and you don't like that to see that in a championship game like this. You don't like to see that at all, but
Right.
it does happen. We do have those service things, and again. In the old days, you could just go like this. You didn't have to get through to somebody to actually push a button.
Right, you could just do it right away.
Just do it, yeah.
Speaking of Kayla Caffey,
yeah.
She took a ball off the face.
Yeah.
And then she came out and she bounced the ball at like the
Absolutely.
7-foot line.
Absolutely.
She's
Way
a
to come
tough
back.
kid.
Yeah, she is. They're looking at her now, but we'll see how that goes. But she did. She came right back, and she did not want to come out of the game. And you can't. I didn't know exactly where she would be, but when she said that, I was like, all right, okay, she's ready.
Tough kid.
So, yeah.
Tough kid.
Yeah.
You had the blessing and honor to coach Amelia through her final season, and to have that sort of leadership, that sort of wisdom. But there's a responsibility that goes with that, and you led her through this season. We were in Grand Rapids, and I got to just stand in awe of how much those fans loved you and them. That's the quality of this federation.
Right.
Again, when you accomplish that, that has to be on purpose.
Yeah. It's been it's been just continuing to grow. The fans, anybody who came out to games were like, they may never have seen volleyball before, but once they saw it, they were like, we're buying season tickets. They were so excited, and people just kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And I think it's going to continue to move. We're excited about you guys right here. You have a great crowd base. We do as well. I think that if it continues to go like that through the league, we're going to have some real exciting things happen.
Yeah, we were joking. We're going, listen, the only team that could have beat you today was the team you were playing. Everybody else would have just stood by and watched you celebrate. But it's that thing of tagging the next thing, because I guarantee you that your squad next season has an extra bit of flavor and venom to it.
Yeah.
But what is the message? What do you say to a team of players you love so much, who you've gone so much with in the season?
It's, I think Amelia even said it in her post-game interview. It's like one match does not define you, and it's not the way, it wasn't the way we put it together all the time, but credit to Supernovas, but that's not what this whole thing is about. I mean, our team has really come together, worked together, and just loved each other. So, that's what it's about. And we are part of the inaugural season. We were in the championship. We did these great things, and we're very proud of that. And now it is like, what do we do to set the course for future success and making sure that we can put ourselves in a position like this again.
We are looking forward to whatever comes next from you, Coach. Whatever you put together, we're here for.
Well, I appreciate
Congratulations
that.
on an incredible season and a wonderful career.
I appreciate that.
You're a pioneer. God bless you for
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate what you do.
You're a phenom.
And see you later, hon.
Kathy George, head coach of the Grand Rapids Rise, runners-up in season 1, championship match. We'll throw it to break and come back. We'll have more talent for you here on the Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-on, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
The Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network is live. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation post-match show, brought to you by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Welcome back to Omaha, Nebraska CHI Health Center on Championship Saturday, celebrating and coronating, but the real celebration part of this thing, and we have said this all day, that today was much bigger than the score. This was a celebration of women's pro volleyball, women's volleyball, the athletes themselves, and we're joined. I mean, look, we can be honest now. I voted for her as first team All-Federation because she deserved it. She deserved it. Like, listen, through all of this, and I want to be clear. You have nothing. I wanted to walk in the locker room, just go, be proud of yourselves, because you're pioneers. You built the thing. If you look around and see the young ladies, and we saw your building and how they responded to you and how they looked up to you. The young ladies here today got to witness you play in the first championship here in the States. Tell us what this day means to you. Forget about the result, but what this day means to you to play in the Pro Volleyball Federation Championship.
It meant absolutely everything. It's been such an honor to be a part of this inaugural season, this inaugural franchise in Grand Rapids, and we felt the support through the entire community since the day one, even before January 1st when we came together as a team for preseason. And I am just so proud to have played my role and played a part in it. Today was huge, and obviously it did not go our way. Omaha played superior, and they were tough, especially from the service line. That's where it all starts. But it was so special to be a part of this day and play in a championship that I never went to a Final Four, never went to a final in another league outside of my first year. So to make it on this stage was really special. And I tried to just make a commitment to myself, no matter the outcome, just enjoy it and soak it in and be in the moment.
Through all of this, right, the journey, one, not knowing what this federation was really going to be. There's an idea, and they pitch the idea. And you buy into the idea, and then you start to accumulate talent. And then the roster starts to form, and culture starts to form. You're leading this culture for Grand Rapids. How did you do this? What was the mission? What was the plan to get some of the best players in the world to play together on short notice in a style of play that you hadn't played before?
A lot of the credit, most of it all goes to our coaching staff. They're the ones that put us together, and all of us had to buy into their vision since the beginning. And hats off to Kathy George and the entire staff to bring these amazing women and players together. And it was a challenge because we played a full 9-month season, comparing it to the other leagues across the world, in 3 months. And so we had to mesh and relate and connect to each other very quickly. All the teams did across the league. And we were able to do that, I think, with the experience that Amelia Dimitrova had, our captain, and myself as some of the older players. And so I credit our staff first and foremost to find these amazing people, and then a lot of our experienced players and leadership to bring us together and to state our mission and our goals. And we fought every single day. We had some highs in this season and some lows, and I think every team did, but that's part of building something great. And we knew coming into this as an inaugural player, an inaugural season, that there would be highs and a lot of lows. It's not going to be smooth by any means for the first year of anything. That's why amazing things take time and patience and grit. But we've done our part to set that foundation, and I'm so excited to see what happens next with this league.
I feel like Grand Rapids and Omaha are very similar culture, similar style of play. You guys had to use your bench pretty deep all season long, different players stepping up different times. What was it like playing for like a Hall of Fame level coach, Kathy George, and then playing with like one of the best players in the world in Dimitrov?
It was amazing, and I never took anything for granted. I enjoyed every day truly walking into the gym and going to practice and building relationships with these amazing women. And it's different when you go overseas. You have language barriers, you have cultural barriers, and so to play on home soil, it kind of, in some situations, it felt like just being back in college because there's so much familiarity, but it's just at a higher level and a more professional level. And so playing for Kathy, I played against her my entire collegiate career. And so it was different playing for her. But she is just passionate and fiery and has a great vision for this franchise. And I'm excited to see what the franchise does in the future. And Amelia, I could go on for days and days about her. She is first and foremost an incredibly special friend to me. Volleyball aside, her and I are very similar, how we think, how we play, how we just operate in daily life. And so we connected from the beginning, even before we actually met in person, when we were texting or FaceTiming before the season. And so she's a close friend for life. And I'm just so honored to have shared this experience with her in her last season as a professional volleyball player.
I was actually heartbroken that she missed her last serve of literally her career.
That's tough.
That was because we had her on the show, the post-game show after your guys' last match, and her passion and her love for the game was contagious, and it was just really cool opportunity to talk to her. And obviously, as a setter, you have a different relationship, and I think that if you need a kill, you know who you can set to. Claire Chassé, phenomenal player. Tell me about playing with her.
Oh man, I love playing with Claire. Air Claire, hence her nickname. She can fly. And she is just such a light and a joy, even just off the court as a human being. She lights up the room. You can never have negative energy around her because you're going to become positive around her. and she has such an incredibly bright future. She's young. I think she's only 24. I could be wrong.
That is ridiculous.
But she
She's so good.
Yeah, so good. She has such a bright future, and I'm stoked to see what her next steps are in her professional career.
So what do you do now? You come off a 9-month season. You played this one. You played a championship. You kind of know what the leagues are now. You kind of have some idea. But for you in your own recovery, what do you do? Do you shut down? Do you get to work immediately? Recover? You got injuries you need to take care of. What do you do?
I'm going to take a little bit of downtime at home. I played overseas for a half season coming into this, and so playing a full 9-month season in 3.5 months after a 3-month ordeal overseas, I can feel that at this point. And so I'm going to take some downtime and then get back into some off-season training and prepare for some USA things at the end of the summer. And then wherever I find myself for next season, just look forward to that next chapter.
Wherever you are, you're going to help.
I appreciate
Listen,
that.
it's been a joy. We've seen you 5 times up close and personal. You are a joy to watch, a joy to call. Your passion comes up. We have to call it that way and say, Ashley Evans is a star, and we're glad to have you here with us. Again, just small reminder, be proud of yourselves. This is some pioneer superhero business y'all just participated in.
Thank you so much. We couldn't do this without all of the Grand Rapids support, so thank you for everything.
It's been a pleasure.
Evans. Yep, good stuff all the way around. We'll throw it to break. More from the Pro Volleyball Federation Championship Saturday on the Supernovas Radio Network, powered by The Ticket FM.
3 feet. I'm Trooper Ollie with the Nebraska State Patrol. Oftentimes, 3 feet is all we have when working on the side of the road. When you come across an emergency vehicle working roadside, Nebraska law requires drivers to move over or slow down if you can't move over. For all of us who perform our jobs on the road, help us out and move over. This message is presented by the Nebraska State Patrol and the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey everyone, Shaylee Bade here, local sprint car driver and mom. Join me, James, and Bree this Sunday at 7 p.m. at the finish line on 93.7 The Ticket or theticketfm.com. Please feel free to join us before the show at 6:30, where we will be hanging out, signing some autographs, and selling some merch. Can't wait to see you.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
The Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network is live. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation post-match show, brought to you by NextAg Appraisal and Realty.
To Omaha CHI Health Center, Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network, GP Coach Renee Saunders. The champ is here.
MVP.
I'd like to say it out loud. She's the champ. She's the MVP on one of the most important days in the sport's history. You were the most valuable player in it. Sydney Hilley, congratulations. Job well done. Fantastic.
Thank you. And I still don't feel deserving of that. And it's crazy that a week ago, I was on the bench and I was just preparing to be ready for any moment. And it's been a hard season. I'm not going to lie, not knowing when I was going to play and when Nati was going to play or when I had to come off the bench. But something that made it a lot easier was just how much respect I have for Nati and how much love I have for Nati. And I think that's why we were able to lead and both come in at any moment and play really well. I just have so much respect for her. And then tonight, I it was a whole team award. When a setter gets an MVP, it's really a reflection of everybody else because our ball control, our defense, our attackers, like they made me look really good. And so it really is a team award and a reflection of every single person on this team.
When your hitters are terminating at 46% and they hit 340 on the match.
Have we ever hit that high?
No. Well, first set you hit like 600. So they're
insane.
skewed a little bit. And maybe the San Diego 25-8 was like over 500, is like 560. But on a match to hit 340 and terminated that percentage, 47 digs, 7 blocks. It was a team effort, 100%. They made your job easy, but you made great decisions in the process. And it was so fun watching you literally go, like I told you before you came on, like full circle, Sydney Hilly, like not really rookie, but like Sydney Hilly, young Sydney Hilly, and then end of season, Sydney Hilly were like two different players. And the player at the end was more confident, poised, risk-taking, and just a joy to watch play.
100%.
Defense, look at you digging balls today too.
I mean, I've been working on defense with John Corbelli every single day before practice. And I think that that's made a huge difference, and just the dedication that he had to work with me every single day and then see it translate into games is huge. But again, like it's a shout out to my entire team coming in every single day, wanting to get better and pushing each other to get better. I feel like we wouldn't be here without the effort we had at practices throughout the entire year.
Let me ask you to go into the mind of Sydney Hilly, because Final Four starts. You're on the bench. You're elite. Everybody knows you're elite. What is the conversation that you have with yourself that allows you to stay positive, stay ready, and then to come in and activate and play at the level you played at?
Yeah, I mean, the whole bench had a conversation with each other that was just like, hey, we're just as valuable as everybody else. We got to be ready. Obviously, none of us are happy we're on the bench, but when we are in that moment, you're bought into the team and you will do anything you can, whether it's cheering, bringing water, telling someone what's open. Like you will do whatever it takes to help your team win that $1 million. And I think that's so special in a team because our depth was crazy. Like we had such a good bench of people who weren't playing, and to have that attitude every single day that they were just going to be selfless and play for the team, we wouldn't be here without every single one of those players in that mindset, because it could have been so easy to be selfish, be a Debbie Downer, complain about their position, but no one ever did that. They were just in the gym, getting better, ready for their moment. And so like when I went in, I was just like, shout out to the Blowbas. That's what we call ourselves on the bench over there. And I was like, this is for you guys, because it's a hard job for sure.
To think that at the beginning of the season, not everybody knew what this was going to be, didn't know the level, didn't know the expectation, the wear and tear that was going to be required, the emotional, the travel, the hotel, the nutrition, all of those things. Could you have possibly imagined that this would end the way that it did, and that you are the pioneers that will change this sport forever?
It's incredible. I mean, there were so many times throughout the season where we told ourselves, take a step back, like look at what we're doing. We're in the grind of the season. We're traveling. We haven't been home in 2 weeks, but here we are, like first year of the league, setting a standard for other leagues and setting an example for young volleyball players who want to play professionally in the United States. And I just think it's an incredible opportunity that we had, and I'm so happy that we got to end with this storybook ending.
Let me do this. We need to take a 10-second pause for the cause, station ID, and then we're going to swap it. Sydney, we will say thank you because we need to bring in everybody. We want everybody here today. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, MVP.
Thank you so much.
Do your thing. Pause for the cause for all of our affiliates across the Pro Volleyball Federation radio network.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to Omaha, Nebraska. And there was a pivotal moment within.
Yeah, okay. I will. Perfect. Thank you.
There was a pivotal moment in the season. And Coach Renee Saunders and I had a conversation about our next guest. And I don't think we've ever said it in front of her. But,
oh my gosh.
but the moment that the signing happened, Coach Saunders and I sat here at this very table and said, there it is. There's the piece. There's the piece. And we talked about the person before we talked about the player. Stephanie Samity, my goodness, what a run. Congratulations, champ.
Thank you.
You're so chill. He just casually hit 350 today. No big deal. 13 kills, hit 350.
We'll take it. Yeah.
I mean, but another valuable. I mean, we're talking to you a lot. You know, I mean, so you must be doing something right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I genuinely like credit that to my teammates. Like they have been so helpful in just helping me adjust as quick as possible, and just working with the setters and being able to find that connection in such a short time has been, I don't know, like they're amazing. And it makes my life easier as a hitter to know that like they trust me and that they want to give me the ball and, you know, they want to work on the connection and stuff like that. So
How's it feel? How's it feel, champ?
It is not real. Like this is so crazy. This is so crazy. But
It's awesome.
Literally.
Take us
amazing.
through the moment. Serve goes wide, goes long. What do you think of yourself?
In my head, I'm like, there's a chance you could like miss the serve. You know what I mean? And I'm like, there's no way. And then it goes long. I'm just like, that's it. Like we just want, like, it's insane. Like, I don't know.
I asked
Crazy.
this earlier. Did you grab the check?
Did I? No, I didn't.
She'll wait for her cut.
Right.
She'll wait for her cut.
yeah.
She'll wait for the real one.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, through this thing. So you joined this team, and there is the build up, the ramp up time. And this team, you talked earlier about the adjustment and building of chemistry and finding your way. What about this group makes it so easy for you to come in and help lead them to a championship?
Just everyone just operates at such a high level here. Like everyone takes ownership of their level of play and their performance and wants to be the best that they can for everyone else. So like it just makes it so much easier to know that like, okay, I just need to do my job and like, you know, the people around me are going to do theirs, and that's just how we're going to flow together. So yeah.
What did you think the responsibilities were going to be? What was the priority one for you? What did this team need from you that you excel at?
Honestly, I just came into this with like whatever the team needs, like whatever Bird says or whatever, like the players are like, hey, like give energy or, you know, be on the court and score, like whatever it was, I was open to like filling that role. So yeah, I came in with just an open mind and like ready to contribute however I could.
After our last match, I asked you, what's it going to take for the Supernovas to raise that trophy on Saturday? And you talked about details. You guys were dialed in.
For sure.
And let me talk about one Stephanie Samity play.
Okay.
Where you came all the way across the court off block, played a ball up, and then sprinted back across and got your one block of the match.
Yeah.
Like just heart and grit. Would you say that kind of describes the Supernovas style of play?
100%. Like from video and like just having the conversations off the court about like, okay, this is what we're doing, and this is just all of us being so clear on like what we wanted the plan to be and how we wanted to operate, and just being able to execute it. It's huge.
Awesome.
Well, champ. Stephanie,
the happy dance.
No, like
now we've seen more dances.
We see Stephanie's got a whole bag.
She's got a bag of
whole
tricks.
bag of dances that she goes through. Stephanie, go celebrate with your teammates. Go crazy.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, Pioneers at the top of this thing, the first ever champion of the Pro Volleyball Federation.
Oh my gosh.
Forever. Stephanie, go celebrate.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Great job.
Thank you.
Oh, we're gonna stay here. Here's what we're gonna do. Actually, Harrison, we'll take a break, and then when we come back, is she
If
ready?
Bird's ready.
Nope, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna stay here because Coach Bird is gonna join us here in the post-match show, and we've got Supernovas everywhere, and there are a couple of things in play, but my goodness gracious,
Let's go.
What am I talking? Who am I talking to here?
That was awesome.
Who am I talking to here?
Did you get a shower in there?
Sticky individual.
Champion.
You are.
Pro
Smells, too.
Volleyball Federation champion, head coach.
Crazy.
Bird, congratulations.
Thanks.
Like
Thanks,
this, what
guys.
a ride.
Yeah. It was wild.
Like to say thank you to you allowing us to just be a part of it. You've been open, accessible, sharing information, even when days weren't good and you didn't feel like dealing with us. But again, we didn't really know what this was going to be. And to figure out that on a day that it was bigger than the score, your team showed up in such high fashion. Nobody's ever going to be able to say that they were the first Pro Volleyball Federation champions except for you.
Yep.
What does that mean to you?
I'm just proud of this group. I mean, I've said it over and over. They're so resilient, but to their core, they showed their character and their core competitive. We talked about it, the competitive chemistry that we have been earning and grinding to create all season. They showed it this week, hands down. Wednesday night to their core, the gut check and the way they came back and then just turned it on and dominated. And then to come in today and be locked in and focused. I mean,
so here's the thing. I've been at this for a while, and I need Rico on this side for a second. We talked early on, and I need for you to reach under the table though.
Oh,
because we planned for this. We said this could only happen. This could only happen when the Supernovas won the championship.
I have no idea what they do.
We
This
said,
is them.
and we said,
I'm nervous.
When the Supernovas win the championship,
yes.
we're going to deliver these to you.
Shut
We had to do this for you, Coach.
Oh my God.
We had to do this for you, Coach. Like look, we've been holding these, and I went,
OG.
to hold these for you. And I said we weren't going to give them to you
Sniffing 'em.
until you won the championship.
It smells
and
so
we
good.
knew,
Put some champagne
and we
in there.
trusted. Listen, Coach, we knew that it was. Listen,
I'm wearing this shit all
to
night.
watch you do what you do, to watch what you do, to watch how you do this, to build in and to trust it. Coach Bird, listen.
They're making me look fly.
It had to be done, and he just said, I was tempted
Dude,
to.
these are sick.
I
No,
was
they're
tempted
sweet.
to deliver them
We could
Wednesday,
match.
right?
Yes.
Right. But I looked at Rico and I said, no, we bought them with the promise that when after the championship was won, we were going to give you these.
Dude, this is
And
amazing.
This what you've done.
So I would have never gotten these. We
What-
wouldn't have won.
What
So
you-
proud of my team. So proud of my
Listen,
team.
they belong to you from the moment we got them. Your journey in this thing, and watch what you built. From interim coach, being the assistant interim coach, taking it over under chaos, and then leading this team. And when you say that, you led this team to a championship. Coach Bird, I couldn't be more impressed. I'm such a huge fan. You know that. I say it. I say it.
Coach of the year.
But yeah, look, we had that discussion. Nope, we actually voted. And that was
The media actually voted, like not just us.
You were voted.
And you were voted coach of the year
Coach of
this
the
year.
year.
I mean, there's always so many.
14 people.
Yeah.
14 people voted. I was
Yeah.
going to say who voted. Was it
Yeah.
all Nebraska people?
No.
Was it all the Omaha?
No.
Media?
Listen.
Yep. It was your players.
It was the players.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. But again, it takes all of us. It takes buy-in. It takes this group of people. I mean, we had a great support staff, this organization, and the way that it was run and established the foundation. It was just awesome. It was a special group of people, and everyone will say it. The players say it in the press conference. There is something you can feel when you're around these people in this group that made it a special season.
I know you hate doing this, so we're gonna let you go celebrate.
Let's go!
Go put your shoes on.
Listen,
I'm wearing these shoes all night.
That's
You
what
guys
it
are the
is.
best.
No,
We're
Coach
taking a
Bird.
selfie.
Champion.
Phoenix fam, love you guys. I
That's
don't even
it.
know if you're still watching or listening.
Everybody's still
They're-
on.
they are.
Nobody went
You're right,
anywhere.
you're right.
They've been
Nobody
waiting. They've
went
been waiting
anywhere.
for this moment.
Head coach of the Pro Volleyball
Yes.
Federation champion, Omaha Supernovas, Coach Bird.
Let's
well
go.
done.
Love
Let's
you guys.
go.
Okay,
Let's
we're gonna take a
go.
picture.
Let's go.
Selfie, Rico, get in here.
Get in here, Rico.
Live on the air.
Live on air. Look,
Selfie
great,
Central.
good radio. We'll get it in, man. Well done.
Yes.
We'll toward the break.
Love
Harrison
it, love
Arns,
it.
more
We
from
look good.
Omaha, Nebraska, when we come back to the Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour, every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Drive with AD Raff and Amon Gray.
And what I enjoyed about being a Jordan athlete, not only beyond getting the shoes, was the fact he handpicked his athletes at that time. I remember meeting him for the first time. He said, I picked you myself. I watched you, the way you ran the ball. He's like, if I played football, I would play like that. I was just like, I'm sitting there like, I was like, appreciate you, bro.
AG, to have the GOAT to say those words to you, man, those are the things like you mentioned, man, you never forget.
Weekdays from 8 to 10 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
The Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network is live. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation post-match show, brought to you by NextAg Appraisal and Realty.
Welcome back, Omaha, Nebraska, home of the Pro Volleyball Federation champion, Omaha Supernovas. And as big a part of this journey for us is our dear friend and partner in crime, Jeff Ekstrom from the Supernovas. And Jeff, man, what a ride, man. What a ride this is. This federation doing what it did, how it did it. Please tell me what's going on in the mind and heart of Jeff Ekstrom, because this is a special day.
It is. Still trying to wrap my brain around it a little bit. Omaha Supernovas are PVF champions. I mean, starting from, flashback to January 24th. Supernovas are up 13-10. Atlanta, they score 5 straight and take the air out of this building to take the 5-set win. And now, fast forward a few months later, final point goes down and Supernovas are PVF champs. It's been quite a season. It's felt like 2 years has gone by.
Yeah.
It's been up and down, but you know what? Supernovas are champions, and that's what matters, and that's something special to say.
We do understand that anything this good, of this value, and this much presence and purpose is supposed to have friction. It's supposed to, like, if this coasted through, it wouldn't have near the meaning that it has now, because we saw moments where it wavered. We saw moments where it looked, oh, this is sinking. This is in trouble. Injuries take place. Then there's personalities that you have to figure out how to work through. Change of coaching staff, being on the road and trying to evolve, and then watching other organizations evolve in pursuit of you. So this process for you, one, when you get the first notice that you're going to be a part of this thing, what did you think it was going to be?
To be honest, I just didn't know, like, at all, just like with any new venture, because, this is major league volleyball. And so it's got to be put up like a major league. And that, of course, was the challenge. And I felt like everyone in the organization, with your guys' magical help, we stepped it up and made it a major league production. And so I think in that build up to the first match, not everything went the way we wanted to. And all of us, I think, had, I don't want to say doubts, but just like inner minds, like, what is this going to look like? How is this going to be when we get to that first match? And I think once that first match came about and that 5-setter was played, I think everyone in this building knew, the over 11,000 in that building, I think everyone knew there was something special cooking, not only in the PVF, but here in Omaha specifically. And I think that just kind of snowballed into this championship season for the Supernovas. And I think just the start from that first match, we knew we had something.
I think everybody around the game of volleyball knew that that had the potential to be special. I don't think that we could even dream this big, that 10,000 show up, championship Saturday, it plays out the way that it does. Jason Derulo's in the building, every line of volleyball star, Dylan Raiola, the hottest property in all of the state, shows up, and the crowd was exceptional. Your players, exceptional. The coaching staff, exceptional. What does it mean to you, like, to be able to say women's pro volleyball has a home and it's in Omaha, Nebraska?
About time.
Yeah.
Is what I would say. And just being able to travel with you guys on the road and just going to these different places. And again, before this, I was covering Nebraska volleyball. So, like, I was part of something special there. but just traveling outside the state, you don't realize how special volleyball is here until you go out. And I think every time that we had a home match, that was just reemphasized over and over. This was the 7th crowd of 10,000 or more here at CHI for professional volleyball. If that doesn't scream to you that people love it and it's here to stay, then I don't know what will. But just being able to be a part of something that just has such a strong following that isn't necessarily the same everywhere makes you happy.
What do you do tomorrow morning?
Make some calls. We're gonna get out. We're gonna celebrate this.
Right.
Maybe recover a little bit.
Yeah.
But maybe just soak it in and just enjoy it. Because I mean, this is only year 1, and hopefully there's gonna be a lot more. But now we focus on 2025. It's a little scary to think.
Jeff told me walking in that he had a feeling this would be a sweep, and Jeff is the master of feelings, and he just has an idea most of the time. And I think
they yelled at me for saying that. They yelled at me.
That's because you don't do it during match.
Oh,
he's over here making broom.
I said it last. I said it. I told Renee.
But what
Wednesday
made you?
Night.
I know, and I had the feeling too, but like, I didn't want to jinx it, so I said 4. But I knew we were going to win. I had a feeling. I was cool with the sweep because I got to stay here and enjoy the celebration and not rush out, and so it's been cool. But what led you to believe it would be a 3-0 sweep?
So just like, I don't know, the vibe of the 5 setters that each team had. So you had the Grand Rapids Atlanta, where it's like Grand Rapids just scratched and clawed their way back and forth. It was just like, that takes the gas out of you, a match like that. But on the other side, with Omaha just pulling the reverse sweep, you carry that momentum, and just like off the back of winning 3 straight sets, I think gives this team confidence. But I also think going down 2-0 like that to San Diego had an impact on their mindset coming in, being like, we're not going to go down 2-0 like this. We're going to come out and fire. We're going to start this thing off right. And I think just a combination of all that made me think they may claim their stake and just sweep them. And they did.
Jeff, it's just like, again, I'm so happy for everybody in the organization, everybody in the federation, for the amount of work, the amount of effort put into this thing, the amount of love and passion, and professionalism, because that's not always assumed that people are going to do the thing at the best level. The federation can be proud of this organization. Yep. You're the North Star for how business is going to be done going forward. And of course, forever and ever, you'll be the first champions of the Pro Volleyball Federation. Congratulations, champ.
Thank you. And equally to you two and Rico and everyone at the ticket, you guys stepped up with us and became partners with us through everything. I mean, there's a reason why you said we're the North Star, and that has to do with you guys as well. Only radio network in the Pro Volleyball Federation, and we wouldn't be here without you guys either. So thank you for everything you provided us with this season, and now I think we all deserve some celebrations.
Yeah. Go celebrate, young man.
Yes.
Job well done. We'll toward the break. We'll come back one final segment with the trio, the 3 amigos. Will do their thing, and then we'll get out of here for the final time on the Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
The Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network is live. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation post-match show, brought to you by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Welcome back. Omaha, Nebraska, Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network, DP, Coach Renee Saunders, Enrique Alvarez, Clary. I have a mission. I need to go get some of that confetti, floor confetti.
I think I'm gonna get some confetti and put it in my pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some championship confetti.
I'm gonna put it with the little string that I got from the net.
Yeah, they didn't give us a hat or a shirt.
I was told that they ran out.
They did not.
I was told that
They
ran
did
big.
not.
Yeah.
That's fine. We will figure it out at some point. It will find.
It
will find its way to us.
Let's get our third amigo in here.
I'm getting the confetti. I'm getting the this cut of the net. It's gold confetti, and it looks wonderful.
My apologies, but Jason Derulo was still in the building.
Did you get a picture with him?
Absolutely. What?
Nothing.
Why are you getting eyes?
No,
Like,
I'm proud of you.
when opportunity presents
No,
itself.
I'm proud of you.
Well, and you know what I told him, and I told Danny White, is thank you for investing in volleyball in Omaha.
Yeah.
Because Danny couldn't have drew it up any better. Now, first championship in Omaha, Supernovas win it. I think that was his goal when he invested in the team. And so I had to thank him for it as a long-term Omaha, Nebraska volleyball person since birth. I owed him a thank you.
No,
This is
I'm
surreal.
glad you did it. And it's interesting that, and we were talking about it earlier, at the start of this season, we were in the building when it was empty. And for an entire season, we will be some of the last ones to leave.
We're here when the building is
The
empty.
building is empty, full circle. What a ride. Rico, I'll ask you, favorite moment this season?
Oh, favorite moment this season. That's a tough one. It's been a lot. It probably Atlanta the first time when the Bolt 6 wasn't working, and a couple calls went the quote unquote wrong way, and you saw the shift in Omaha, and we sat there and watched them dismantle the vibe, and we talked about it after the match. We said that's the team that everybody thought Omaha. That's the preseason number one right there.
Yep. Renee?
I mean, it's going to seem cliche / stupid, but honestly, it was tonight because I think when this team was created, it was created with the championship in mind. The players that were reached out to, the people that we brought in, the coaching staff, everything was done with a lot of intentionality. We had the biggest support staff from, your people like Jeff to Grant, who was behind the scenes on everything, to the president, to all the different people that we had working to make this organization special, was built for this moment. And it wasn't, I said this before, it wasn't a straight line. We had adversity, we had things that didn't go our way, but every single player on the team contributed at some point of the season.
They have extra shirts
to get to this moment.
Rico, go track them down.
Who? Okay.
Yeah, go track them down. Don't tell me they're not shirts.
So we get, you get into this match, and knowing the whole thing we've gone through, I would put a close second on the San Diego match, because without reacting the way we did, this could have been a very different outcome. And the fact that they use all those prior experiences to bond together and play free in the championship is exactly what you want as a fan, as a player, and as a coach.
I'm going to say this, and we'll dismount on this because I know you got work to do. You have things going on. But
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, though.
I could not thank enough for your wisdom, your professionalism, your IQ, your brilliance, your heart. What a really cool ride this was. We didn't know each other before the season started. Nope. And now you're one of my closest dear friends because we got through the battle.
We did make a pretty good team.
Yep. And listen,
the third amigos back without shirts.
Yeah. To figure out why
it was the one that they weren't wearing. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't understand the explanations.
Well, I wanted to say this. Thank you to you both. Thank you to Harrison Harns, Ben Drage, Josh Lill, Nick Sainert, the folks, Jake Sorensen, Jeff, Nick, Grant, Jacob, Diane, the whole crew, the entire coaching staff, the entire Supernova staff, the entire staff at Pro Volleyball Federation for allowing us the courtesy and the blessing to call this weekend's matches and to bring this to you. To the folks at the ticket, the folks in the community who welcomed us and who went through the journey with us, to Jen Ray and to Jason Derulo, the whole crew, Danny White and his exceptional family. Listen, what an incredible, incredible thing this was, and I can't wait for next season. Thank you for taking us through this and going through this with us. Women's professional volleyball and women's pro sports, women's sports in general. Kudos. Congratulations for showing us the way and giving us this additional wonderful thing called the Pro Volleyball Federation. Deep for DP, for Coach Saunders, for Rico, Harrison Arns. What an incredible ride this has been.
It's been a joy. Thanks for having me along.
Greatly
Thanks for joining.
God, you guys are a blast.
Rico, proud of you, bro. A lot of steps, right?
It's been wild. For my first professional sports experience, I would like to say that happy ending.
Yeah.
It was a really good one.
Yeah.
I like it when it ends this way.
Yep. Yeah.
I love championship
Yeah,
Saturday.
you're kind of used to that. Whatever.
The Omaha Supernovas are the inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation champion with its MVP, Sydney Hilly. And it was quite the ride. Y'all be good. We will see you next time around. We appreciate you. We'll see you.